Hello, welcome to the Tangled Skeins CA. My name is Sue, also known as CraftyKnitter7 on Ravelry and Instagram. You can find the podcast. We have a Ravelry group, we have a Facebook group, and I have a blog at thetangledskein.com, thetangledskeins.ca.com. And if you would like to email me, you can send an email to thetangledskeins.ca@gmail.com. Welcome. It's been about 2 weeks. Went to Cuba. I think I have a little bit of a tan. Some say yes, some say no. We had an amazing time. The flight there was delayed a little bit. The trip was gorgeous. I'll post pictures at the end. We literally opened the patio doors. There was a little bit of grass and then the beach. And we were at the end of the beach, so we didn't have all the busy traffic of all the people. So we spent a great week there. We went on a catamaran ride, cruise, whatever you want to call that, to Blanco Island, where we had a beautiful lunch of lobster and fish and all kinds of things. Laid on the beach for a little bit there and then took the catamaran back, and that was a pretty full day. And a couple days off in between, and we went to Havana on the Friday, which was the 14th, which was Valentine's Day. And yeah, we had a great time. Then Saturday we were supposed to take a bus to the airport at 6:15. Our flight was supposed to be at 10:25 p.m. We woke up in the morning and saw that our flight was delayed 2 hours. Thought, 2 hours, not so bad. Our new bus time was 8:30. Bus comes at 8:30. It doesn't let myself or Sean on, even though it was our flight number and they were picking up 2 people. They picked up 2 other people, and we then had to call our travel person, and another bus came to pick up 2 other people. What happened was the 2 first people were going to Manitoba or Winnipeg, and the 2 people left behind were going to Winnipeg. They should have gone on the second bus together. The first bus was ours. That didn't happen. And our travel person literally had to fight with the bus driver to let us on. And when we got to the airport, we found out why there was confusion. My husband's name is Sean. My name is Suzanne. The person who got on the bus's name is Sean, and his wife's name started with an S. So it's a little bit of confusion. But in the end, we were at the airport with plenty of time, and our flight was delayed till about 1:10. We did not take off from the airport till 1:45 a.m. So we set foot at home in the house at 7 a.m. last Sunday. So that was rough. Yeah. So that's the update. The other thing I wanted to mention is I'm starting a new job on Monday. So the 2nd of March, not this Monday coming. I'm staying in the same department. I'm switching divisions, and I'm no longer going to be an admin assistant, which kind of weird for me because I've been an admin assistant for 15 years, 12 years with my current director. So yeah, that's going to be a little different. I'm going to be a case management officer, which is, I work for the Public Service Commission, and we have an investigations department, and the case management officers intake the email box that everything comes in. We intake that and send it off, and then once it comes back, they either are going to investigate or they're not. So that's basically my new job. So yeah, it's going to be strange after 12 years working for one person. So this is a knitting show, and this is episode 14. Not sure if I said that. Yeah, let's get into things. So FOs, I don't have any. I didn't think you would expect any, but I did get quite a bit of progress on a few things. One of the things I mentioned last time was, and yeah, do I have the pattern here? Oh, I do. Look at me. Had a knit in yesterday with some girls, and I thought I had left the pattern in my family room. So I cast on, I was saying I was going to swatch for it. So I swatched for it. I cast it on. This is the, sorry for the crappy, the J sweater by Rachel Brockman. And the reason I wanted this sweater is because the color work ends up here. And when you've got bigger girls, you don't want color work to end up in the middle, which is where a lot of the sweaters I was looking at ended up. And bonus, this was a free pattern. So all of the patterns that I had in my library on Ravelry and printed, I couldn't find anything I liked. And as you know, I'm not buying patterns or not much yarn for 2020. And I had stash. So let's put this back in the bag so I don't lose it. So I literally cast on February 1st, and I got past the color work before we went to Cuba because I wanted some, you know, just in the round. So this is the sweater. And yeah, it's puckering a little bit here, but I'm told that when I block it, it will block out. I've posted a few pictures on Instagram. So I ended up doing a size medium because my gauge was really off and I really wanted to use this yarn. So Bente and I calculated it and that's what I got. So it's a much more olivey green. If you look on Instagram, you'll see, I mean, that's kind of, there we go. It's very soft. And it fits like a glove and I love it. So the cream and the green, which is really, I had to close the blind because the sun was shining in on that side and it really wasn't working. So there's a little bit of shadow effect here. So the green and the cream are both Cascade 220 Superwash Merino. Cream is color 1 and the green is called Iguana and it's number 58. And the ribbing was done on 4s and the body is done on 4. I went up to a 4.5 for the color work, for which those of you who know me will be very surprised. I only used the chart. I'm doing 2 patterns right now where I'm only using the chart because that is one of my goals this year. My friend Liz, aka used to be Carrie, who was on Two Tangled Skeins with me, tried for years and years, like bought me books and it just doesn't click. It wouldn't click. I still can't read the knitting really in the chart, but I followed a chart. So kind of proud. So that was goal number 1. And this is being housed in a very hairy bag that I made for myself. This fabric I picked up at a Walmart in the States when we were at Stitches Midwest. And I have a bunch more of it. It's kind of a canvasy, so I want to make a bag that has a little bit stiffer lining for it. And I put some nice green in the middle. So that is project number 1. Okay, project number 2. That one came to Cuba with me. This one came to Cuba with me. And this is my, what's it called again? Granny Stripes by Lucy of Attic24. Quite a few people are crocheting, not knitting this. And Bente, again, convinced me to cast one on. So I did. And basically, can you see the stitch mark? You can see the stitch marker? That's where I was. And so I did from here, and I went all the way down here, about up to here. So this big section was done in Cuba. I just kept handing Sean the bag to pick because I have like a bunch of balls in my bag. Yeah, we'll leave that one alone. And so that's where I'm at. So I got, and I mean, it's not a small blanket. This is it folded in half. And if I open it up, it's quite big. So that's that. And like I said, it's just, if I can get a picture, it's just a bag, whole bunch of balls of 5-ish grams. And I'm loving my new crochet hook that I got on Amazon. It's a 3.5 millimeter, and the whole thing fits in my hand, which is really nice. Yeah, so that is number 2. That's what came with me to Cuba. And I found that the crochet was easy to carry around because it was just pick up and go, pick up and go. The other thing I did some knitting on before I left, this bag, sorry, I don't remember. I think, I can't remember where I got this, but it's cute. And the next one is my Habitation Throw, and this is in a bag. This is in a bag with bees and honeycomb pattern that Selma made when she, Little Big Knits is her podcast, that she made when she was making bags and selling them on Etsy. So everything's stuffed in a bag that's way too small for it, but meh, whatever. So the last time you saw it, I'm pretty sure I put them, I'm in the middle of a row. I'm pretty sure I put the marker. So that's, I think I was starting the blue. So I finished the blue and I cast on what I thought was a cream and a gray, and now it's turning into, the yellow you're seeing is my cable. It's like a greeny, light green color, and it's going into oranges and stuff. I really don't like it. So, oh, sitting cross-legged, big mistake. I really don't like it, so I might rip that part out, because my next, because I'm doing the light dark kind of thing. I'll just wind this back up because it got messy. Because my next, like, that's the next thing I want to add on, and I just don't think it's going to go well with this greeny, where I put the ball, like this. I didn't know that the inside of the ball was this color, so I might be frogging that. And this is a pattern by Helen Stewart, and it's made mostly out of my Gingersnapthat advent calendar, and it's on a 4.0 millimeter needle. So you can see the progress. It's just a slow knit. I'm knitting when I can, when I feel like it. It's easy, mindless, don't have to think about it. And I just made a whole mess here. So I'm going to stuff that back in, but I'm probably going to rip back that last color and find something that goes with this kind of, is that going to focus? Probably not. There we go. So there's grays and blues and yeah. So that is project number 3, and the last project I have, this is not going to be a very long podcast, is in my Eva Novak bag that I showed. I love this bag. Love this bag. So unfold it here. And this is the, let's grab the pattern here. I'm actually using my tablet to follow along the pattern. And this is the Ambershore by Inese Sang. And those are literally the colors I'm using. And the yarn I'm using, it excuse me, is by JeLaineYarns. She has a new label, but this is the label. And she's from Montreal. She will be at Knit City, Montreal. So go check her out if you can. And this colorway is what got me. This is like, it's a single ply. And I'm pretty sure it's 100% merino, 100% extra fine superwash merino, 437 yards per 100 grams. So very nice. So that, she doesn't have a color name for this one. This one is called Midnight, so you can tell why, the beautiful blue. And the third color is called Canyon Ridge. It's like a golding. So where I'm at in the middle of a row, because I'm such a great knitter, such a great podcaster. So let me just get the, so that's what it looks like. That's the unnamed color, which has both the Canyon Ridge and the Midnight in it. And then I started my color work. And I think I made a mistake because my numbers are a little bit off, so I'm gonna have to look at that. But isn't that gorgeous? And this is single ply. It's like really amazing to knit with. And I'll be starting baubles soon. Yeah, baubles. I'm going to be making them smaller though, because I'm not a fan of baubles, but I had to have this shawl. Maybe I just don't need to put the baubles. Now the baubles really make it. Yeah. There's blue bauble. Yeah, there's each color. You can see the baubles. So the blue, the creamy color, and the orange. So yeah, I'll be doing baubles. So something else I never thought I would ever do. And this is a progress keeper that Bente sent me. I love it. It's like one of my favorites. So those are my whips. Grab all my papers over here because, you know, noisy, noisy, noisy. There we go. Now, stash. I don't have much for stash. I bought a book. And that's it because it went down in price on Amazon and I had to have it. So I bought the Harry Potter Knitting Magic book by Tanis Gray. And I'm not going to do a review, but I do have a couple things I want to knit out of this. Just give me one quick sec. I should have marked my pages. I'm probably not going to knit this, but this is amazing. It's an illusion scarf. Where's the picture where you can see it? I'm going to try and block most of the writing. Isn't that cool? I'll probably never knit it, but hey, it's cool. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I know, blasphemy. But there are a few patterns I liked. Where is it? This is gorgeous. And this refers to, sorry, that's what that refers to, is that character, which is a, I don't know what it's called. Oh, Buckbeak. Like I said, I'm not a Harry Potter person. I don't know much. This is really beautiful, but for someone with larger girls, can't have that cable running right across there. That would just, point them out. Oh, where's the other pattern I liked? Oh, I think it was yeah, this one. Both Bente and I will probably be knitting this one. She'll be knitting hers a little tighter around the neck though, because she doesn't like loose things. I'm okay with that. I can just find the last thing I want to make. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Hedwig. I need this. That owl is gorgeous. Look at the detail on the back. Nice, like a speckly. Let's see what it's made out of. It's made out of worsted weight yarn shown in Wool and the Gang shiny happy cotton. Oh, so it's made out of cotton. Even better, but I think I need to have one of those. So those are, oh, there's the three-headed dog. Oh, thank you. Didn't like it in the movie. And then there is this. It's the Cornish Pixie. And there's a picture of the back of it. So yeah, the Harry Potter book. This shawl is really nice too. It's a circular shawl, so I highly doubt I'm going to do that. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Create From Stash KAL, Knit Along, Crochet Along. And, oh no, I drew names. My phone is here. I didn't write them down. I drew names for winners for the January thread, and I'm glad I sent myself the email. So from the FO, so basically the gist of it is knit from your stash, try not to buy stash. What I'm doing is I'm not buying patterns, and I'm allowing myself to buy yarn at a festival or from Bente. I can't not buy from her. It's just impossible. As I say this, there's yarn coming my way. So if you go over to the Ravelry group, all of the rules are there. It's really not a complicated one. So you can put FOs in the FO thread, and you can also put the monthly challenge. And so the monthly challenge for January was enter your stash in Ravelry. So you could get 2 posts for entering your stash because you did the challenge, and then every finished object you had, you entered that into the same thread. So I drew 2 names. I drew one from the FO thread, which was post number 30, who is Mystery Sewer. So Mystery Sewer, I'll put your name, your Ravel, I'll put that down below here. It's post number 30. And then I drew, I'm a little confused. Oh, that's what I did. So basically I random number generated to get a FO, and then I random number generated to get somebody who did the challenge. And it was post number 28, who is Steph Cole. And if you contact me, both of you will be getting a free pattern, a pattern of up to $5 US on Ravelry. So if you PM me on Ravelry or DM me on Instagram and let me know what pattern you would like, and I will say it again, post number 30 was Mystery Sewer and post number 28 was Steph Cole. Kind of glad I kept that on my phone. So the challenge for February, and we have 1 week left, so the challenge is finish or frog it. So if you're going to finish something, show the project like where it's at, and you can add a picture in the same post of it finished. And the other thing is, if you're going to frog something, show us the project you're going to frog, and you can add another picture if you want to the same post of the frogged object. So it's finish or frog it if you finish or frog something for the monthly challenge. So it's a languishing whip, something that's been sitting around for a long time. You really need to make the hard decision what you want to do with it. You get 2 posts. So you can post a sweater that's half knit with the skeins beside it, but post it twice. Or you get the gist. And so I have some prizes already, because I'm not only going to give patterns out every month. Every month or every other month or so I might actually send out a prize. And I pulled a few out of my prize bin that I've had for quite a while. Excuse the noise. So one of the prizes, and I've had this for a while, I bought one for myself, and Mr. Snapthat had sent a second one along, and this was way back, like before I moved. So I can't tell if I need a coffee, a nap, or an exorcism. This speaks to me. So that is a prize. Another prize is something that Katie from Atelier Nikozuki gave me a while back. So that's her. And it's a little notions pouch. It's got blue on the inside, but yeah, so it's a little notions pouch. So that's a prize. And the last prize is something that, again, I got quite a while ago, and I bought myself a kit, and then Allison of Allison Barnes Yarn sent an extra one. And this is the Struggle and Strength mini skein set. So it's basic sock, superwash merino nylon, 92 yards for each mini. And so, there. Isn't that beautiful? And I'll read you the colors. So, the green is where there is no struggle, there is no strength. The purple is asking for help is not a sign of weakness. The blue is self-care is not selfish. The gold is it's okay to not be okay. And the burgundy is more people love you than you will ever know. So, let's leave that up there so you can see that for a second. So those are a few prizes that I have so far. Also, one of the prizes is going to be a skein from Arctic Crafts Etsy shop. So when I announce the winner for that, you can choose anything in her shop. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that, or if I'm going to keep it for the grand prize. We'll see. And speaking of Arctic Crafts, she's given us a coupon code for the podcast. So if you go to her Etsy shop, which will be linked in the show notes, and you can get 15% off your purchase until March 8th. The only thing that is a restriction is you can't use this on the Arctic Seasons Club. So yeah, you can't use it on that, but everything else is game. And the code is TANGLED, TANGLED 15, and I'll put that at the bottom of the screen. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, we're done. Short one, sweet one. It's okay. So I bought this thing at the dollar store today. I like the ones with that other people have that you can light up, but I was just like, yeah, no. So cute little sign. Just got to change the number for the podcast number each time, and gives something in the background, not just white. So thank you for watching, and until next time, which is about 2 weeks, may the skein never be tangled and the needles always nearby. Happy knitting, everybody, and if I can find my mouse, bye.